If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/LordBloodDraw. There you can help support the production of Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wrackin' Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. And Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Blooddraw's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/LordBloodDraw for the love of horror.
Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour.
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Peace Force. Today we begin an extended special mission with one of the greatest defenders of peace in the galaxy, Buck Rogers. Phase 1 of our mission is as follows. Buck and his sidekick buddy are plunged into suspended animation in the Earth year 1938 and wake up 500 years later in a world dominated by the crime lord Killer Kane. Stand by for action as Buck Rogers awakens in tomorrow's world.
Westmore Observatory, calling dirigible Chandro. Westmore Observatory, calling dirigible Chandro.
Not scared, are you, buddy?
Well, I guess I was a little scared before you got above that blizzard.
Keep a secret?
Yes, sir.
So was I.
Well, I'm still scared. What for? We're up so high we can hardly breathe. We're about to run out of oxygen.
Westmore Observatory, calling dirigible Chandro.
Flying too low now. Think on any more ice and snow?
Calling dirigible Chandro. Westmore Observatory, calling dirigible Chandro.
Good, they finally found us. Brayden, take the controls. Dirigible Chandro entering. Go ahead, Westmore.
I've contacted Miss Buck's voice.
Hello, Chandro. Is that Lieutenant Rogers speaking?
Buck Rogers to you, Professor.
Hello, Dad. We're having a swell time.
Are you all right, Buck? Where are you?
Okay so far, sir. Still riding above the blizzard.
What's your exact position?
Can't say. Within about 300 miles, sir, on account of drift. Holding about 40,000 feet elevation. Have to stay here until we ride out the storm area. Think we can do it. Breathing is getting hard. Running low on oxygen, sir.
I'm going to drop down a couple of thousand feet.
I've got to have air.
Throw out ballast. We're losing altitude. We're going down where we can breathe. Are you fool? We're loading down with ice. Maybe too late now to get this weight.
No, Professor. We've dropped down into the storm. Buck's trying to climb out, but he can't make it.
What are you going to do? Bail up before we crash. Stop him, Mitchell. He'll freeze to death before he lands. It's been untied in here like rats.
Any chance for them, Professor? I'm afraid they're likely to crash, but there is one chance. Hello, buddy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Then listen carefully. Do you remember that tank of Navano gas I put aboard just before you took off?
Yes, sir, I do.
If you're forced down, will you promise me to turn the lever on that tank as far to the right as you can, buddy?
Yes, sir, I will.
No, I don't get it. What is Navano gas?
It's a recent discovery of the professor's. A gas that induces suspended animation.
Suspended animation? Well, that's a lot of hokum, isn't it? Like perpetual motion and...
Show it.
You see that dog? He's been in there nearly 3 months.
Huh. What's strange about that? He's dead, isn't he?
He's neither dead nor alive for the time being.
What do you expect the dog to do? Come to life?
Here, feel of his heart.
Why, it's starting to beat.
I put a tank of that gas aboard the Chandro as a precautionary measure. If they were forced down in some inaccessible spot, I hoped it would sustain their lives until relief ships could rescue them.
Professor!
What is it, buddy?
Buck says we're gonna crash.
Goodbye, Dad.
Ask Buck for his approximate latitude and longitude.
Buck, Professor Morgan wants to know your approximate latitude.
What's happened? Hello, Chandro.
Not bad, buddy. Ocean, not much.
Hello. Chandro just crashed.
Give me your latitude and longitude, and turn on the Navano gas.
Gas is turned on, sir. Latitude about 70 north, sir. Longitude.
You were right, Lacey. It's the remains of some ancient type of spaceship.
Wonder why we never saw it before. I've flown over this place 100 times.
It's probably covered with ice most of the year. Let's take a closer look. We'll use our disintegrator pistols.
Like some sort of gas.
Certainly is an antique. They're in a perfect state of preservation. Must have been frozen since the ship crashed. That's strange. Body's almost natural temperature.
Let's get them out of here. This gas is making me drowsy.
Well, take hold of his feet. Why, he's alive.
Sure, I'm alive. What's wrong with you?
It's a funny-looking uniform.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, step out of it. He's all right. Professor Morgan's gas sure did the trick.
How long have you been looking for us?
Why, we weren't looking for you.
Well, that doesn't make any difference. You found us anyway. I think we'd better take him to Professor Huer. Our patrol ship is beyond that point of rocks.
Now, wait a minute.
March.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
This ship's at least 100 years ahead of anything I ever saw.
Wonder how fast we're going.
About 1,000 miles an hour at least.
Polar Patrol, calling Operations Office. Polar Patrol, calling Operations Office.
Operations Office. Go ahead, Polar Patrol.
Golly, they sure dialed in quick. Put this call through to Scientist General Huer. It is urgent.
One moment. Go ahead. Captain Rankin speaking. We're approaching the city with 2 prisoners found in a dirigible.
A dirigible? That's impossible. Such ships haven't been used since the 20th century.
20th century? What does he mean?
I don't know. The ship was frozen in the tip of Bering Glacier. Prisoners were in a state of suspended animation when we found them.
Bring them directly to me when you land. That is all.
Scientist General's respects, sir. You're to come directly to his headquarters.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Come along, men. Come on.
Professor Ure.
So what kind of an elevator is that, anyway?
By radioactivity, it breaks down the atoms of the body to their component parts, and reversing polarity reassembles them wherever desired.
Take my place, Lieutenant Deering. Follow our spaceship through the televi. How did you come to be in that dirigible?
I was in command. We'd taken off from New York and were making a transpolar flight around the world when...
What year was that?
1938.
1938? Impossible. Let me verify that. (1938). There was such an expedition. Your name, please.
Buck Rogers. Lieutenant Rogers, officially.
And yours, my boy?
My name is George Wade, but I'm usually called Buddy.
Nirvana gas. That explains it then. Rankin, we are witnesses to a scientific miracle. By means of a gas discovered by Professor Morgan, these two people have remained in a state of suspended animation for 500 years.
500 years?
That makes me old enough to be my own great-grandfather.
But, Professor Ure, that's impossible, sir.
Dr. Ure, Killer Kane has captured another of our pilots.
You may save yourself considerable discomfort by telling me where to find the entrance to the hidden city.
I do not remember.
I think I know a way to make you remember. Look into that instrument. Look into it. Those men were once pilots of Dr. Hure's ships. Now they are living robots. Men robbed of all willpower while they wear the helmets I had designed for them. Shall I have you measured for a robot's helmet? Or will you tell me where the entrance to the hidden city is?
I do not remember.
Take him away.
I don't understand, sir. Who is this man called Killer Kane?
He is the result of the stupidity of the men of your century. You failed to stamp out lawlessness, and in the end, the criminal became stronger than the law. Racketeers, you call them. Today, they rule the world as cruelly as they ruled their gangs in your day.
Well, isn't there any chance of help from an outside source?
Only from men on some other planet.
Another planet? Well, that doesn't sound very hopeful.
It could be, but our spaceships seem unable to slip through Kane's air blockade. We've lost 5 thus far trying it.
You mean you actually have ships that can travel from planet to planet?
Of course.
And if you have ships that can travel that far, you know, I think I know a way of running that blockade.
Well, if you have any plans, I'm ready to listen to them. But to me, it seems much hopeless.
Am I right, Marshal Craig, in assuming that you can operate a plane from the ground at such a distance, mind you, by means of radio?
That's correct, Rogers.
Well, then, sir, why don't you send up such a ship as a decoy? While Kane's patrol is following it, I can slip through in a spaceship and get help from Saturn.
We've already lost too many ships and crews. We can't afford to try it.
It seems to me you can't afford not to try it, sir.
Rogers is right, Marshal. Unless we get help from Saturn, our cause is lost.
Very well, sir. You're in charge.
Thank you very much.
Lieutenant Deering, you will go with Rogers to establish a means of communication with Saturn, if you do get through to that planet.
Another one of those spaceships.
Patrol ship 7-4 calling 60,000-foot patrol.
Shall I lay our course directly for Saturn now, Buck?
May as well.
Hey, Buck, look.
They fell for it, all right.
How can they fly that spaceship with no one in it?
We can direct all the aircraft from the control room until they reach the outer atmosphere.
Don't think we'll run into any more trouble. Why don't you take a nap, Wilma? I'll take the controls.
Thanks very much.
What's that up ahead? Looks like a gray wall.
That's the outer atmosphere of Saturn, buddy. It's 10 times denser than the air around the Earth.
What was that?
I don't know.
Look, it's two of Killer Kane's ships coming up fast behind us.
Retard your speed to 1/2.
If we do, they'll get away from us.
Don't worry about that. They'll either have to slow down or go up in smoke.
Retarding rockets. If we enter that atmosphere at this rate of speed, the friction will burn us to a crisp. Look, they smashed some rockets. I can't fire them. Release valves in the oxygen tanks. If they explode, we'll be blown to atoms.
Buddy, take the controls.
The portholes are giving way, Buck.
That's no use. The heat has melted the valve heads. Move, buddy.
There's only one hope for us. Climb above this atmosphere back into outer space.
Well done, Star Cadets! The first phase of our mission was a rousing success! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment!
If you're watching this, you must love horror, science fiction, B-movies, and weird tales. You can help spread that love by signing up at patreon.com/LordBlooddraw. There you can help support the production of Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wracking Theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Lord Blooddraw's Nerve-Wracking Auditorium, the podcast featuring chilling old-time radio horror shows best listened to in the dark. And Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour, the kind of show kids in the 60s and 70s would run home from school to see, featuring classic science fiction heroes like Flash Gordon, Tom Corbett Space Cadet, Captain Zero, and many more. Plus, if you sign up, you'll have exclusive access to content available nowhere else, like Lord Blooddraw's B-movie reviews, radio episode commentaries, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/LordBlooddraw for the love of horror.
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our special mission. Buck Rogers and his sidekick Buddy and pilot Wilma Deering seek help from the citizens of Saturn to defeat the crime lord Killer Kane, only to face a vicious attack by Kane's spaceships. Stand by for action as Buck Rogers narrowly avoids a tragedy on Saturn.
What's that up ahead? Looks like a gray wall.
That's the outer atmosphere of Saturn, buddy. It's 10 times denser than the air around the Earth.
Look, it's two of Killer Kane's ships coming up fast behind us.
Hard your speed to 1/2.
If we do, they'll get away from us.
Don't worry about that. They'll either have to slow down or go up in smoke.
Retarding rockets. If we enter that atmosphere at this rate of speed, the friction will burn us to a crisp. Look, they smashed the rockets. I can't fire them. Valves in the oxygen tanks. If they explode, we'll be blown to atoms.
Buddy, take the controls.
The portholes are giving way, Black.
That's no use. The heat has melted the valve heads. So move, buddy.
Anti-gravity belts. We'll have to bail out.
Buddy, open the airlock. It's no use. The heat's jammed the door. Stand back, Wilma. Right, down you go. Get to the outside door.
Tony, here, take the radio.
Go on.
A desolate-looking place.
Not a sign of life anywhere.
Spaceship Squadron 7-4, calling Earth, calling the leader. Spaceship Squadron 7-4, calling Earth, calling the leader. Spaceship Squadron 7-4, calling Earth, calling the leader.
This is the leader.
The Hidden City spaceship just blew up in the outer atmosphere of Saturn.
No survivors?
There couldn't be, sir.
How high off Saturn are you?
50,000 feet.
Follow the wreck down and be sure they're all dead.
Yes, sir. Stand by the retarding rockets. Signal the other ship that we're going down.
Yes, sir.
This traveling around from Earth to Saturn's all right, if you're sure of a way home.
Well, we could at least talk to home. Will you set up that portable radio, buddy?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Deering calling the Scientist General of Earth. Lieutenant Deering calling the Scientist General of Earth.
Air Control Headquarters of the Hidden City. Go ahead, Lieutenant Deering.
Give me the Scientist General at once, please.
Wilma, this is Dr. Hewer. Are you safe, all of you?
So far, yes.
Our outer atmosphere patrol reported 2 of Killer Kane's spaceships took off after you.
They did and shot down our ship, but we got away without the gravity belts.
Well, if all of Saturn is like this, you can have it. Right. Wreck's over that way. Tell the men on the other ship to stand guard.
Perhaps the Saturnians have spaceships. If so, we'll try to bring a peace mission back to Earth with us.
A good idea. Now, keep in touch with me. If you get into difficulties, we'll do anything in our power to bring you back.
Very good, Dr. Hewer. I'll sign off now.
Can't see how they got away from that wrecked ship. But they won't get away from this. Wait. We'll take them alive and force the secret of the Hidden City from them. Let's attack them from both sides. Circle around them.
Buck, I just saw one of Killer Kane's men go behind those rocks.
Are you sure?
Positive. They must have landed their ship and are following to capture us.
Maybe we can beat them at their own game. Follow me. Don't let them guess we know they're trailing us.
One, Buck.
Nice going, buddy. Done like a major. How many of you on the loose around here? How many? There were 4 of us. 4, huh? Wilma. Wilma, keep them covered. Come on your feet. Come along, buddy. We got a date for another surprise party.
Get up on your feet. Get him back around out of sight.
up where you are.
Hand me that gun. Give it to me.
There's nothing else you can do, Wilmer.
All right, men. Let's get them back to the spaceship.
Pat, check the rockets on the other ship.
Do not move, any of you. Drop your weapons. You are from the Earth, are you not?
Why, yes, we came here to make a treaty.
It would be useless to explain to me. I am only a soldier acting under orders. Two of you stay and guard the ship. The other two bring the others after me.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Bring the others in the next car. You have nothing to fear from the Zugs. They are a primitive race and quite harmless. Unless we instruct them to be otherwise. This way, please.
Straight ahead.
Here are the prisoners you ordered me to bring in, sir.
I am Aldar, Director of the Council of the Wise. I have had you brought here to explain your presence on Saturn. You may speak.
We came here as envoys, seeking an alliance with you people of Saturn.
And why do you desire such an alliance?
To escape the tyranny of a man called Killer Kane, who's imposed his rule on all but a handful of us. A man who governs by brute force.
That's not true. The leader Kane is a just man. He rules with the consent of all save a few revolutionaries.
Revolutionaries?
Is it true that you are revolutionaries?
In a sense, I suppose we are. If it's revolutionary to protest against brutality.
I have had enough. Rebels or not, I say throw them all into prison. Saturn wants no contact with outside planets.
But in this age of science, we cannot hope to isolate ourselves from the rest of the universe. But we are dedicated to peace and have no patience with rebels.
Then why not form an alliance with our government and help us stamp out this rebellion?
The point is well made. We'll imprison the revolutionaries and treat with the envoys of the leader Kane.
When I jump tail and run for the sliding panel.
But we can't escape the guards.
We'll have to try.
Throw the others in prison.
Hold it! One wrong move from any of you. You'll need a new council of the wise.
Seize him!
Cut off the power. Get my car. Get my private car.
What is it, Buck?
Somebody's cut the power.
There's no way out of here either. Say, Buck, I saw Tally use a force gun on Alaska. I don't suppose there's enough power in it to move this car.
I don't know. We'll soon find out. Wilma, come over here.
It's gonna work, buddy. It was a good idea.
But how can we follow them with the power cut off?
This is my private car, and it has an auxiliary motor.
Spaceships are over there.
What about those awful Zug guards?
Take care of them with this gun. They may be inside. We'll take the ship with the door open. Stand where you are. I'll fire.
Buck, don't you? I don't think he understands you.
Buck, you've killed them.
No, it was only a demi-charge. Just knocked them out. Hurry, get back to the ship.
Take the controls, Buck. I'll fire the starting rockets.
Right. Dog down the door, buddy. See if all the portholes are closed.
Okay.
After them in the other ship.
We'll do better than that.
Did you take this ship up alone?
I don't have to take it up. This radio and the one on their ship are tuned sympathetically. By setting this radio, I can automatically control their course and force them to crack up.
Better increase your rocket pressure, Wilma. We're losing altitude.
But I'm using enough now to take us to 100,000 feet.
The climbing fin is jammed.
They're bringing us down from the other ship. That's a dual radio control. They'll crash us unless we can break their reception.
Get that. Over here, buddy.
close call. Well, I'd be glad to get back to Earth.
That's the right way you're going, buddy.
Wilmer and Rogers must prevail on the Saturnians to lend them a spaceship to return to Earth.
That's no Saturnian craft, Doctor. It's one of Killer Kane's spaceships.
Possible.
I know that type of ship too well to be mistaken. Have you tried to contact them on our wavelength?
As a matter of fact, I haven't.
Oh, we must do so at once. There's a spaceship at 274.6. Contact at once on our wavelength.
Yes, sir. Air Marshal calling spaceship on 274.6.
Gosh, Buck, I guess we'll be landing pretty soon, won't we?
That's right. I wish the radio was working so we could contact Dr. Huer.
Well, that isn't necessary. I know the secret entrance to the hidden city. We'd better start using our retarding pressure.
Air Marshal calling spaceship on 274.6. I'm sorry, sir, there's no contact.
That proves it, Doctor. It is a Kane ship.
But I can't understand.
There's only one answer, Doctor. Wilmer and Rogers must have betrayed the secret entrance to the city.
There's the signal to open the gates. What shall I do, sir?
Open them and stand by to close them at my command.
Yes, sir.
They got a signal.
They're in the lock now, sir.
Close the gates on them and put all the power of the dynamos behind them.
The gates are jammed!
Great job, Star Cadets! The captain will debrief you in a moment when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns!
You've all served with valor and honor, Star Cadets, but our special extended mission continues. Buck Rogers and I, Captain Paxar of the Interdimensional Peace Force, salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.